This conference will now be recorded.
Hey Kathy, good evening. How are you?
Hi Rajiv, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Mm. Yeah.
No.
How are you now?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you too?
Good. I'm
Okay,
doing good too. I
okay.
heard you're sick.
Oh, yeah, kind of. Now okay. Now okay.
Okay.
Fine, sure. Okay, we had one more student, right? I'm trying to recollect the name. Give me a minute. I'm not sure if he's joining, but I think we will get started. Okay, we will get started.
Okay.
Now, I'll share my screen. Let me know once you're able to see my screen.
Yes, now I can.
Okay, okay.
Can we do just quick revision for that first 10 slides so I can just.
Sorry, what is that?
Can we do just first quick revision for the 10 slides what we did before? Like
Okay, okay,
you
understood.
can ask me question or just like 5 minute.
Okay, sure, definitely. So we started off with understanding what a project is, right?
Hmm.
We try to understand the definition of a basic definition of a project,
Hmm.
and then we, discussed about, what are the characteristics that a project should have. Be it,
Hmm.
we told that, okay, any project will have a beginning and an end, and the intention will be to deliver any unique output, and
Hmm.
it involves a lot of complex activities within the project, right?
Hmm.
And then uh, we moved into triple constraint, where we discussed about how these three things, scope, time, and cost, are the main factors for the project, and how if one changes, the other two might get impacted.
Hmm.
Right? So that's what we discussed on triple constraint. Okay.
Hmm.
And then we discussed about the what creates demand for a project.
Hmm.
When will a project be created? When would a project be created is what we try to understand. It might
Hmm.
be because of various reasons, because of business need, market need, customer request, legal requirement, social need. Because of all these reasons, maybe a project will be created, right? A
Hmm.
project will be created because of that.
Hmm.
And then we discuss about the project manager itself. Who is a project manager? What this project manager would be doing?
Hmm.
This person is one who is accountable for the project success, right? This
Hmm.
person is the one who is accountable for the project success. So we discussed briefly about the responsibilities of a project manager also, and then we discussed about development of the skills. Right now, when you start as a junior project manager, what are the
Hmm.
skills you have to acquire, and slowly as you grow, what are the skills that you need to acquire for mid range product manager, and then if you are in a senior project manager, what are the skills
Hmm.
that you need to have is something we discussed on, right?
Okay.
And then we discussed on the difference between project, program, and portfolio, right? Where
Hmm.
project would be part of a portfolio or program itself, right?
Hmm.
And then we discussed about few terminologies in terms of who is a project sponsor, who is a project team and project stakeholders and things, right?
Hmm.
So this is where I think we stopped. Yeah, project phases. I told there are 5 phases in a
Yeah.
project. initiation phase, planning phase, execution phase, monitoring and control phase,
Monitoring
and
and
closure
closing.
phase. For us,
Mhm.
for us as a PM, for you the important phase would be the planning phase. So we'll
Mm.
spend a lot of time there. But otherwise, did we cover this initiation phase?
Yeah. No, we just started
No.
and then you said next time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hey, Sajad.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
Good, good.
Okay. Great. Great. So we were just revising on the previous topics that we covered. Okay. Now we'll start with the initiation phase. So, as I mentioned earlier, initiation phase is the first phase in the project, and this phase, the key stakeholder or key person who will be driving things would be the who is that? The sponsor. The project sponsor will be the key person here. In the initiation phase, you are not yet hired. You as a project manager, you are not yet hired, and all the projects that are created for definitely they are created for a reason. So someone identifies a need or an opportunity. Then someone identifies there is a need or an opportunity. That's when a you know business case is created to identify or to define the problem or opportunity and identify a preferred solution for the implementation. So define the problem, identify the solution that has to be implemented, you know, then we move to the review. Okay, that's about defining the goal of the project, review the business case, and outline the project scope. Now, when it comes to the conducting of feasibility study and assess the risks and expectations, so this particular feasibility study is used to determine the viability of the project. Determine the viability of the project, and each project is tested in basically five areas. Basically, every project is tested in 5 areas. Okay, that is technical feasibility is one thing they'll check, and economic feasibility, legal feasibility, operational feasibility, and the last one is scheduling feasibility. So the project sponsor here, what he or she does is determines if the project is worth understanding or should be terminated, right? So is it really worth, if something similar is already existing, why to do it? If so, otherwise what I'm saying is it should be unique. It should be unique, and based on that, a call will be taken. Project sponsor will determine if the project is really needed or not. Okay, that's on the conducting of feasibility and assess risks and expectations. Finally, assigning a project. Here, the project sponsor issues a project charter. This is where the handover happens from project sponsor to project manager. So this project sponsor issues a project charter to the project manager, saying that, hey, look, this is what we need to do. So this is what we need to do. This is the timelines and other things. I have a project charter example. I can show you that later. Okay. By the way, did I give access to Google Drive link? No, right?
No.
I
No.
will do that. I'll do that. We have a lot of resources there. So yeah. So the project sponsor issues a project charter to authorize the existence of a approved project. So see, with this project charter, we say that, okay, look, this project is sponsored and it's approved. Okay, and no, and to appoint a project manager, at this point, the sponsor would appoint a project manager. Until this point, the project manager is not there. Okay, and then resources are pre-assigned to work on the project planning. Right, project planning. So basically, if you have already resources worked on similar project, those resources would be reassigned, and the delta requirement that you have as a project manager, maybe you have to speak to folks and get it done, or you have to speak to the project sponsor and see how to handle it. Okay, so these are the few things that are there in the initiation phase, but let's try to understand more. So the first step is project selection, right? The project selection. How do you select a project? There will be thousands of depending on the size of the organization and everything. There will be a lot of ideas and needs pouring in, needs from the customers, ideas from the team members maybe. So a lot of things will be pouring. So, and of course, you cannot take everything, right? All the ideas and needs cannot be taken up for development, right? So, there will be suggestions pouring in. You need to filter out what can be taken up. You meaning you will not do this, project manager. It would be the project sponsor you will be who will be doing this. So, this all the project suggestions are taken and project is validated, meaning the feasibility. Can it deliver expected benefits? How is it benefit? Can it deliver expected benefits? Do we have the required resources? Can it be executed? So these are few things that we keep in mind. If it's a yes for all these three things, if it is yes for all these things, then the project would be selected. Okay, then the project would be selected and the project would be validated and appropriate funding would be provided to execute this project. Okay, but if it is from coming from the customers or clients, then it would be usually needs which you have to just take care of. Okay, any questions here? Any questions here?
No, I'm good.
No,
No questions? Okay,
no, no.
we'll move on. Next is project charter. So this is the first document that would be created. What is this project charter? Project charter is a document issued by the project sponsor which formally authorizes the existence of a project. This is like your driving license for your car, or your RC book for your car, saying that okay, the car exists, right? It formally authorizes the existence of a project, and it provides you, the project manager, with the authority to apply organizational resources to project activities, meaning either go around and check for required resources or hire a resource. So all those authority you will be getting it and you will be taking up from there. Okay, so I'll show you an example of project charter. Let me open that up. One minute. Let me go to Google Drive itself and give you the access to the Google Drive also, so that we will be on the same page. Give me a minute. Let me open my Google Drive. Some Windows updates are pending. That's the reason it is a little slow. Bear with me. Okay, I'm trying to bring it up. Yeah, can you still see my screen?
Yes.
It's freezing though. Just give me a minute. It's kind of stuck. Okay, great. Okay, so what I will do is I will open the Google Drive. In the meantime, can you put your email addresses in the chat window so that I will go ahead and give access? Okay, now what I will do is I'll give access to this. I'll also put these things in there. I'll keep appending this thing as we progress. Now, do we have your email address? Let me check. Okay, I'll just give copy the link. By the way, I don't need a email address, and then I'll just put it here. Can you click on that link and request for access? Yeah, I just sent you a message. Click on that link and request for access.
In my email.
I
No,
have
click on
sent
that link.
the request.
Chat window. Chat window. There is a
Oh,
link in the chat window. Yeah, I got your request, Kathy.
It says access denied.
Denied. No. I have not yet approved it.
No, but it
okay.
says
So you
already
will.
that denied.
Okay, I shared access with you, Kathy.
Oh, you will
Oh,
get an email.
I got a wrong email here, so let me fix my email first.
No, Sajad, I got a request from you too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
That was my email I created for something. I don't even use that email. I don't know how that happened. Give me a second.
okay,
Let me send you another request.
but I have given access to both of you with whatever email that you have requested. Kathy, can you check?
I'm checking it. I still don't see your email.
So what you will do is open this link again, whatever I put in the chat window. See
Okay.
if you are able to see the folders. Are you able to see the folders?
I'm able to see the PM videos and project management,
Yeah,
but
artifacts.
yeah,
Okay, now
Yes.
I send you a request.
Okay.
I
One
can see
second.
artifacts, yes.
Yeah. So 1 second. Hold on. Let me approve Sajat's request. Yeah, Sajat, I have approved. Okay. Now inside
Okay.
inside this folders, I have something. All the templates are here. Okay.
Hmm.
All the templates are here. What I need is I'll go to project charter. Yes, this is the one. Right.
It is
So
under project management or artifacts?
it's under artifacts, project management artifacts. And in project management, by the way, we have two folders. Okay, one has videos, one has some videos which I have uploaded, which might help you. Okay,
Mm.
so on your at your free time you can go through all these videos.
Mm.
So on each topic there is a video. Okay,
Mm.
you can go through it. And the other is artifacts.
Mm. What is
The
artifact?
artifacts.
Uh,
Sorry.
oh, nothing I'm looking at. Okay. Before I
Yeah.
was trying to open what sense. I was looking at the screen. Now I'm looking at your screen.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand. Fine. So in this artifacts, you will have all the you know uh, no artifacts that we'll be discussing about in this course. So this is the project charter, which would be prepared by the project sponsor. Okay. This is the project charter which will be prepared by the project sponsor, where you have the project name, project ID is given, and then the project description, who is the project sponsor. It would be, yeah, this we did it for one of my previous batches where we gave our own names. Like, okay, certain person is project sponsor, program manager would be defined, project manager would be defined, and the organization. When is the project starting? When is the target end date? These things would be defined, and what is the business need of the project, the goal of the project, that would be defined too. Like, assume your goal of the project here is you know come up with a secure application using which users can interact with family and friends across globe in near real time. That's a WhatsApp. So that's the project goal. We are trying to build a WhatsApp. Okay. And what is in scope, what is out of scope, like chat feature, sharing of images, settings, profile image, all these things are in scope. There are a couple of things might be out of scope, might maybe payments, sharing of video status, these are out of scope. That would be clearly defined here. And any constraints, like this has to go as part of January release at any cost, meaning there's a high priority requirement, we need to do it. Key risks, we have limited front end developers, need to hire more. So such risks would be you know mentioned here. Assumptions can be, okay, required resources with necessary domain skills, hiring or borrowing should be done by 15 September, meaning we have a certain date defined saying that, look, you big borrow steal the resources, I don't care, but I want the resources by this date. Okay. And then we have the project budget. So, and then we define the project team. Who is your BA? Who is your lead developer? Who is your lead tester? All those things would be defined. And the key milestones, like, okay, we are kicking off the project in October 1st, and development will be complete by November, and the testing will happen. Testing exit will happen in 31st of December, and then the UAT process, release, other things would be taken care. So these are the kind of details that would be mentioned, and this project charter would be handed over to the project manager by the project sponsor. So this actually would be created by the project sponsor. Okay, make sense?
Yes.
Does it make sense? Any questions here?
No.
Yeah, okay. So similarly, I have many templates. Just go through that, try to understand it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have some books, added here. I'll also keep adding more and more resources to this. I have a lot in my mobile, just that I need some time to just browse, filter, and add it here. Okay, I'll be doing that.
Okay.
Fine. But you have the access to the folder, so whenever I add anything, you should have access to everything. Okay.
So after training, you will not remove or access, right? It
No,
will
no,
be
no.
still
You
there.
you you will have access forever. You'll have
Okay.
access forever. Okay, fine. That's on the project charter. Any questions here on project charter?
No.
No? Okay, fine. We'll move on. Next thing is about the characteristics of a project charter. No? How does a project charter help us? So this gives a big picture view of the project. As we saw in the template, the same thing here. It is a broad statement of the scope. It gives, excuse me, it tells you what's the scope of the project. It gives you the major milestones. It tells the, let me keep it side by side. Yeah, if you see it tells you what's the scope of the project. It gives you all the major milestones at the bottom. It's not expanding. Yeah, it gives you all the major milestone. It tells you who are the stakeholders, which is there at the top. It tells you, what are the assumptions that we are taking. It tells you the high level risks that we are taking. Any constraints that's there is highlighted. So these components are specified in detail during the planning phase. All these things we'll detail it out during planning phase. But in the initiation phase, at a high level, at a high level, we would have mentioned these details. Okay. It's a broad statement. At a broadly, we would have provided details here, but the detailed piece of it would be done in the planning session. That is planning phase. That is the next phase. Okay. So that's a big picture of the project, which provides a big picture of the project. And then this gives the project manager authority to use for hiring of organizational resources. Oh my God, this is freezing. Yeah. So this project charter serves as a contract between the project sponsor and the project manager. Meaning it's like the contract that is handed over. Look, now you have the authority to make use of all the resources or hire any resources or do whatever it is, be it in terms of budget. This is the budget I'm giving. You go ahead and take the baton. The baton is passed on to the project manager, and this it defines the authority of the project manager to spend money and commit resources. Yeah, so from here on the project manager will spend money on various activities, be it for procurement of any softwares or hiring of resources and other things. It would be responsible to the project manager going forward. Okay, and define objectives and success criteria for the project. So the project objective is clearly stated following the SMART protocol. Do you understand what is a SMART protocol? Any of
No,
you? No. Kathy, how about you?
I know SMART is a short form of something, but I don't know the.
Okay. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. That is SMART protocol.
Yes,
So
correct.
whenever you are defining the objective, it should have all these things. Your objective should be very specific. Your objective should be measurable. Your objective should be achievable. Your objective should be realistic and time bound. It's like this. In next 6 months, no, I would be completing the WhatsApp development. Uh, so you are being specific there. You are measuring. You are giving the time next 6 months, and is it achievable in next 6 months based on the resources? You can take a call there. And is it a realistic goal? And yeah. So in the next 6 months, I'll be completing the WhatsApp application and deliver it to the market where I want to. I want the market share of around 20% at least. Something like that. You will have a broad statement defined. That would be the project objective. So this defines the success criteria that should be met for the project to be successfully completed. Right? So that's the success criteria that you're defining. Your project is successful when your SMART goal is met. As simple as that. Right? Like if you're not able to complete within 6 months, which you have defined as part of SMART goal, then yes, a project is not successful. Similarly, yeah, if we are not able to achieve the measurable, right? Measures like capturing of 20% of the market and things. If you're not able to achieve that, then your project is not successful, right? So that success criteria should be met for the project to be successfully completed. And the project charter specifies who should endorse the completion of the project, meaning uh, on completion of the project, who should endorse the project? Would that be project sponsor or project manager or marketing team? Who should endorse the project? So someone should take that responsibilities and start endorsing the project, right? So who should do that is something that is defined. Okay, these are the characteristics of a project charter. Any questions here?
No.
All right, now.
Okay. Am I clear or am I going fast? Please, stop to interrupt me.
Can you tell me one more time the SMART, the full form S stands
Yeah.
for?
Yes. Let me have it. I think I already have it. No, I don't have it. I have it for invest here. You can make a note of invest also if you want.
Okay.
What does SMART stands for? Specific,
Measurable. A for achievable, right? R stands for realistic.
time bound. Okay,
Thank you.
sure. Thank you. You can make use of this invest also. Invest is also one more acronym. Your, the requirement should be independent, negotiable, valuable, estimable, small, testable. I was explaining this to another team, so but still useful.
In
Invest,
in
independent, negotiable, valuable, estimable, small, testable.
1 second. Valuable,
This is more on the qualities that the requirement should have.
small, testable, estimate, small and test. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Any other questions on this?
No.
No. Okay, fine. Cool. So that's on the characteristics of project charter. Now, yeah. So the initiation phase is pretty short. You don't have much to do there. By the end of initiation phase, you will be hired. You'll be hired, and the baton will be passed on to you. The project charter is the only deliverable that you have as part of the initiation phase. But the real picture starts from the planning phase. This is where you have a lot of work to do. Okay, so yeah, planning phase will start from tomorrow. Okay,
Okay. Could you
we'll
please
start
ask
fresh from
the
tomorrow.
training team to send us in videos so we can revise it?
Recordings, sure,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, I'll just drop a note right away.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay then.
Can you
Okay,
put in
thank you.
the 14 slide
Sorry, what
14
is?
one more time? Slide 14.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, how would you conclude all of it? Like, what it is basically like brainstorming for the project in the start. Is that what it is basically?
Can you come again?
How would you put it in one sentence? Like what all we are doing over here?
Okay, okay.
Like,
So
is it
here
a
what we are doing
brainstorming
is
for the project? Yeah.
no. Assume this is just like a hackathon or ideathon, where assume the employees are asked for to give ideas, project ideas. All the ideas will pour in, or there might be tens of hundreds of requests from the customer also coming in. Customer might also ask
Oh,
for a lot of things, and there might be ideas coming from the employees also, based off the hackathon or ideathon. Everything would be
okay. So
taken into
coming up, what
consideration.
to do, not yeah. Like it's what to do, not how to do.
Yes, yes, that's right. We are not getting into how to do at this point. It's only what to do. Correct.
What to do? Okay, that's
Yes.
what I was. This is the what to do, not how to do it. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. Any other questions?
That's all.
Okay. Fine then. We'll catch up tomorrow. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks both.
Thank you. Would-
Bye.
Thank you.
We have the training tomorrow, right? At 9 o'clock
Yes, yes, yes. Same time, same time.
or
Same time.
8:45?
Yeah.
8:45, 8:45.
Okay. Thank you.
8:45
Bye.
Eastern time.
Yes.
8:45 Eastern time. Yes, yes.
Eastern, right? So it will be
Yeah.
7:45 Central.
Are we gonna
Okay.
change the time, Rajiv, or is it the same time going to be there?
Mostly it would be the
Yeah.
same. No, we
Okay.
need to check. Mostly it would be the same.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like today time, right? Today was 8
Yeah, yeah,
Central.
exactly.
So it was
Yes,
6.
yes.
So it was what time is your over there? Katie? Is it
9:30 right now.
9:30? So it was 9 your time and it was 8 my time. Okay. 8 Central.
Mm.
Okay, so tomorrow same time. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yep. Bye.
fine. Sure. We'll catch up tomorrow.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Mhm.